Alright, it's raining out for sure, but I am decided to go ahead and start using polyurethane. You can see how that side's done right there already. And we're going to just get all this done. Boom. And man, we'll be finished with this pretty soon. Just getting this done now. It sucks that it's raining, but it is what it is. Alrighty, so this used to be my office, man, and I had things everywhere. I've moved my office to the Dick Clark American Bandstand Theater just because there's a lot of stuff that I want to be able to do there. And honestly, this I spend so much time at work. It's easier just to go up to the office and work than to have to come back home and whatnot. So what I'm doing here in the office, which after I moved everything out, I just left it. I knew I'd have to get back to it, but today I'm going to take and move some stuff around. You know, if I do need to have an office, I just want to be able to have a desk in the corner, be fine. But I'm going to use the rest of this area to store a ton of stuff. We've got Christmas decorations, costuming, other things like that. So just use this space, and like I'm in here maybe once every 3 weeks. So just kind of clear it out. Although while I'm off work, I'll probably be in here a little bit more working on my laptop. So anyways, gonna get that done. Be real easy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cooking with Ryan. All right, so one of my favorite meals I like to make is stuffed peppers, which I'm going to make for you today. Now, some of the ingredients that I'm using are not what I would normally use, and it's because everyone's out of everything, all right? And this might be a fun way to just think of alternative ways to cook some of the stuff you like. But I'm sure it's gonna be good. Trust me, all right? And try this at home, man. I'll tell you what, it makes a great meal and full of flavor. If you like hot and spicy, this is your thing, all right? Let's get started. All right, first things first. Normally you use ground beef. The supermarket did not have any ground beef whatsoever. So today we are using the premium, oh gosh, what is it? Eye of round steak tenderized. Probably not that tender, but we're gonna work with that. Also, you use hot sausage, country sausage, not Italian, and they were out of that as well. So I was able to find 2 hot and spicy bratwursts in the meat section. So we're gonna use those today. First thing you wanna do though is make sure you can get banana peppers. You can get these at your grocery store. You gotta get them when they're fresh, because I know at the grocery store I go to, the produce comes in on Tuesday, and if you don't get them like in the first couple days, sometimes they get shriveled up, wrinkled up, and that's no fun. But yeah, these are great. Next, today I'm going to use habanero pepper. Normally it would be jalapeno pepper, but there was no jalapeno pepper, so I like it a little spicy. So I'm going to grab some habaneros for this particular meal. Diced onion, diced garlic. I usually prefer to have fresh, garlic that you chop up, but they didn't have any of that, so I'm using minced garlic that you can get in a can. So first things first, let's get our pepper ready. Real simple. You just kind of find a way where it will lie flat, and you slice it right down the middle like so. Pop that puppy open, clean out the inside of it. These are not that hot of a pepper really, but if you are like not into spice, get rid of all the seeds. That goes for jalapenos, that goes for habaneros, whatever. Usually if you get rid of the seeds, you won't have quite as much heat. I don't mind the heat at all, so All right, now let's get number 2 done here. And today I'm just going to be cooking for myself. One of these large sized peppers is plenty for a meal for one. If you're cooking for multiple people, you know, 1 pepper per person, if they're this size, is probably a good accurate measurement. And I usually do a pound of ground beef and a pound of the hot country sausage, hot and spicy country sausage, and it makes somewhere around 8 stuffed peppers of this size, or 4 peppers, 8 halves. All right. You want to make sure that you put some sort of whatever Pam, just something on whatever you're going to cook them on, your cooking sheet. And then we want to go ahead and just put our peppers on here like so. All right, and now it's time to start making the filling. All right, let's clean this up here for a second. All right, so let's open these steaks up. Let's see what we got here. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to cut it up as best I can to be more of the consistency of ground beef, even though this isn't ground beef, obviously. And I've never done this before, so we'll see how it works. I'm not too awful worried about it because I think it'll be fine the way this recipe cooks. Who knows? Maybe it'll be even better. Ha! Oh, someone's texting me. I'm sure that you are wondering, you probably hear the music in the background, and you're like, what are you listening to? And the truth of the matter is I don't even know. Soundscapes. Sometimes when I'm doing stuff, I don't like to listen to songs I know, or like, and I do like just the relaxing kind of mellow music like this, especially whenever you're just trying to wind down for the day a little bit, you know. It's weird being in a profession where music is something every day of your life. People often ask me, you know, what kind of music do you like? And the truth of the matter is I like everything. From Pavarotti to Metallica, Eminem, Yanni, you name it, which is kind of funny. But I am very moody when it comes to my music. For me, music can really put me in a mood of, you know, whatever I want to be in. When I'm trying to be creative, stuff like this that you can kind of hear in the background is good. And sometimes if I'm doing graphic design, I listen to like electronic dance music. Usually when I'm working out in the garage, it's rock, alternative rock, some oldies. Sometimes Elvis is in there. But anyways, all right. So we got our faux ground beef ready to go. Now let's open one of these guys here. I didn't know how many I would need, so I got 2. And of course, if you've never done this before, it's real easy. You just cut the casing. And inside, you've got the meat. I think I'm going to use both of these. And once again, normally I would be cooking a lot more than this, but just for today, I'm only going to cook for myself. All right. Let's put all the onion, habanero pepper, and garlic in here. And at this time too, I like to add a little bit of salt. Well, maybe not a little bit. I like to add some pepper. And then I also like to add a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of onion powder. All right, let me wash my hands off for a second here. All right, so that's basically what you've got in terms of what goes inside. Let's get rid of this for a second. All right. And now, get rid of this too. And now, let's just take your hand and mix it all up. Get in there, have some fun with it. Yes, it is kind of cold and weird, but all right. And once you've got this all mixed up to whatever consistency you want, bring it out, roll it up, and start filling those peppers up, okay? You do it like so. This right here has a different consistency than what I'm used to. It's a little bit more crumbly. With the ground beef, I find it sticks together a little bit better. And when I say stuff these things, I mean, you know, obviously, load it up, man. Load it up. Alrighty. I'll wash my hands. So this is what we got. Now at this time, you can go ahead and start your oven, preheat your oven to 375. Do that. All right. Now the last thing, very important, very important. If you have, I prefer thick cut bacon. But if you don't have thick cut bacon, you can just use normal bacon. And you want to take and just cover the top. Oh, those are perfect size. I don't even need the scissors. Usually I trim the extra bacon. All right. Get these centered. These are ready to go in the oven. So we're going to cook them at 375 for 45 minutes. All right? Check back with you in a little bit. All right, whenever the stuffed peppers have been cooking for about 30 minutes, it's time to start cooking your rice. I really love this brand, the organic Tex-Matty. It's got a different flavor. You can get any rice you want. It doesn't really matter. But I can tell you, this stuff right here is awesome. Amazing flavor. I'm only doing a little bit of rice since it's only for me. You got your rice, throw in a little salt, throw in your water. This particular brand says butter. I gotta be honest with you, I load up on the butter in the rice because it just makes it taste amazing. So, maybe one more little thing here. All right, so there we go. Gonna get that cooking. Be back here in a little bit. All right, it's about ready. There we go. All right, time to take the peppers out of the oven. So here we go. All right. This is what we've got after 45 minutes. Let's get this guy back in the middle here a little bit. All right. During this time, what you want to do is, and I prefer this, Classico roasted garlic sauce. You want to just go ahead and cover these up a little bit. And you can use as much as you want. You can use whatever flavor you want. It's all good. And right now my rice is cooking. And then I'll be able to have it sit, for about 5 or 10 minutes before it's time to actually finish the recipe. One more thing. Kerrygold pure Irish butter for cooking, for anything. I highly recommend it. Awesome butter. All right. So we're going to take these now and put them back in the oven for 15 more minutes. And then it's time to enjoy. All right, it's time to take the peppers out of the oven. Here we go. Now I'm going to show you the best way to serve these, all right? Just take a second. I give you Ryan Pelton's stuffed peppers. Better rice, amazing flavorful peppers. Have some fun. Try this out.